Okay. So one of the things we've tried doing is improve every time. Since we've started, we've tried to improve on everything we do. So always go back to check the results we're achieving, and we try to see how we can make things better. So from some of the trainings that some of you have done, like Animbex, we learned a few things, and on our own, we decided to change a few things as well from the campaigns we've done. And based on those changes, we decided to call for a meeting to discuss what these changes are and what the new strategy is. One of the major changes we made is the name affiliate. And we feel that the name affiliate does not exactly represent what we were trying to do. Um, People understand affiliate marketing as sharing links and so on, but we are offering something a lot better. So we decided to go with the name Sales Partners instead. So on the app and on the pages, the titles will change, right? So you all will all be referred to as sales partners going forward. And also the strategy we're using to reach out to people, and we decided to change that as well. So what you've been doing, or what we all have been doing all this while, is to call people to come to meetings or webinars like this and introduce them to the affiliate program or the sales partnership program. However, my thought is, and the thoughts of the team, is that when you do that, the general mindset of a general Nigerian is that you want to use them to get to a certain level. You want to exploit them to get to a certain place, which is kind of what happens normally in normal multi-level marketing. You have to bring in people to be able to get to the next level and so on. But what we're doing is a bit different. So what we as sales partners are offering the general public is helping them to get into e-commerce. So the strategy we recommend you to use in your respective regions is to propose to people that you intend to teach them how to get into e-commerce. So you are doing a free course on how to help them sell their products online where they have most of the buyers. So making them understand that they are limited by their current environment, but you want to show them you're going to help them get their products to their platforms. You also want to show them other opportunities other things that are possible within e-commerce. That is not just selling products and services alone, but you could also do other things in e-commerce that can open doors for you. So we are going to, we expect you to go out there as e-commerce experts, call people together and do a training for them. So I want to run through the first set of slides, the first set of slides that we expect you to share with these people, right? So I'm going to share my screen, and I will show you what we have come up with. We have test run it in one of our trainings, and that was organized by the Lagos regional leader, Sukomi. And I can tell you that it was absolutely effective, right? So, and we think that we should share this whole concept with you guys, and I think it's going to help you a lot. So instead of advertising to people to come for affiliate marketing or whatever, what you are doing is to say, look, I want to teach you. Many people are interested in e-commerce, but they don't know how. So show them, tell them you want to teach them, and they would come. And actually, that is what you intend to do, right? So I'll share my screen with you and show you what we have come up with. So the first slide you want to show, this slide will seem as though you created this. So you are an e-commerce expert. You know a lot about e-commerce. You know how to explore the e-commerce space. You've done it. You failed at it, and you have come up with solutions that you think could help people generally get from beginner to expert in just one training, right? So this is what we'll present to them, saying this the e-commerce hack. So generally now, what is e-commerce? E-commerce is you selling products or services digitally. So you have business to business, you have business to consumer, consumer to consumer, I think most common ones are B2B and B2C, right? So most of the people in these meetings are either interested in selling their products or they want to learn the opportunities in e-commerce. So you want to let them know, okay, what are the possibilities? What are the types of, what options of e-commerce are there? So we have highlighted these four as common ones. The B2B one, which most people know, where you can sell your products on an e-commerce platform. You have products, you want to sell them, right? Then you have a case where you want to do drop shipping. You don't have products, you don't have money, but you know some companies or some platforms that sell products, they can give you their product link. So these guys, they go through the stress of taking the pictures, putting the descriptions and all of that for you. And then you pay to use their links on whatever e-commerce platform you want to use. So that is what you call drop shipping, but the automated one. But then you have the traditional drop shipping, which most people in Nigeria do. So there are people that belong to certain WhatsApp group where they sell hair, where they sell shoes or whatever. They see these images, they take it to another platform and they repost it. And when they get another, they go to this person and buy. Some people go into the market, generally negotiate with some of these distributors. They list their products on their behalf, they sell, then they come and pick it up from the person's store. So that is the traditional drop shipping, right? And what we want to introduce to them is sales partnership. Sales partnership is doing e-commerce in such a way that you are not really involved. You're just bringing sellers to the platform to come and sell their products. They do their packaging, they do everything by themselves, and you just make a commission. For every other case, you have to be involved one way or the other, except for the automated one, but you have to still pay anyways, right? So, but then you want to highlight to them, okay, what you are in this training, you're looking for e-commerce to do. You don't know what to choose. So what we're going to do now is to help them decide what is the best option for them. So for people who have their own products, right, they have time. Of course, for you to have your products, you need to have capital, and you're willing to take a risk, meaning that you have bought the products hoping that you will sell them. If you don't sell them, it's your own risk, right? In such a case, B2B is perfect for you. Then if you have time, right, moderate time, and you have some money to be able to pay some of these platforms that already have these product descriptions described, and then you just take the links and put on other platforms and do some ads or stuff like that on the products and sell. Then drop shipping, automated one is the one for you. If you have some time, you have a bit of capital, and you are willing to take some risk, then you can do the traditional drop shipping. So what does this involve? It means that you have to go to a market, you would negotiate with them, set up logistics, arrange for payments usually. So usually most stores will say they will not give you their products until they see their money. So you have to pay in advance before you ship out. And of course, you have to monitor and track all of these things as they go on, right? So you still need some time, you need a little bit of capital, and of course, you have to take some risk. But sales partnership is that one where you don't need a lot of time, right? So you only work at one time. You introduce people to the platform and then you start making money on them. You don't need too much capital. You just need to have access to a platform that allows you to do sales partnership. And usually they'll ask you to pay a small subscription on a monthly basis or on an annual basis for you to be able to access their tool, which they use in collecting money for you. So when the sellers are selling, they are the ones that do all the back work for you. So you can be getting the money. That's what you pay for. So access that too. So but outside that, once you have introduced the person to the platform, then you really don't do anything else, right? You just make the money on it. So this is just a brief description of, okay, how do you choose what type of drop shipping is best for me? So if you, depend on how much time, how much capital you have, you can choose from this wheel which one is the best option for you. So let's say now you kind of know the type of e-commerce you want to do. Okay, what are the step-by-step ways? What do you do depending on the choice you pick? What are you required to do? So if you want to do B2B, right? If you want to do selling online, you have your own products. What are the steps you need to take? You need to first of all find the products you want to sell. You buy them, right? And then you find a platform that is suitable for you. So what kind of platform are you talking about? How do you know a platform that is suitable? Make sure the platform is free. Try as much as possible to get as low seller commission as possible. So if you can get a zero sellers commission, go for that. Make sure they can support you with listing so you don't make mistakes, right? And make sure that you can get upfront payment. You don't want to be in a platform where you have to send your goods first, then they say, okay, you pay on delivery, but you've paid logistic cost and you're not sure if you're going to make the sale, right? So these are things that you need to consider. If you want to do drop shipping, the automated drop shipping, then you need to find a distributor, a manufacturer of products. They have their links, their pictures, their descriptions, and all of that already. Then you subscribe to them so that you can get these links. You find a platform that allows you trade properly, where it's cheap and free, like we discussed in the first one. And then you do a bit of advertising, and then you make sales. That's how that works. So if you want to do drop shipping, the traditional one, you have to find a distributor or the manufacturer, arrange advance payments and logistics. You say, okay, look, and when I get an order, I'll be paying you in advance. And you then help me package it, then you help me send it, or I will come and do the packaging myself or whatever. You agree with this person. Then once you have done that, then you look for an e-commerce platform that is free, where the commissions for you as a seller is low, where it's easy for you to list and you get all the support, upfront payments, and so on and so forth. And then you do some advertising and you're good to go, right? If you want to do sales partnership, all you need to do is find sellers. Then you find the right e-commerce platform that allows you to do sales partnership, that allows you to list sellers under you, and you start making your money. So these are the options that are possible for you. And this is how you can start any one of these e-commerce options that are available before you. So one thing that is most common to all of these four is the right platform. How do you know what platform is right for you? So there are a few platforms available in the market. You have Jumia, you have Gigi, you have Konga, you have Legally. So what are the things we said are important? Free membership. They all do free membership. So that is good. So you have four options to pick from. But of all these four platforms, which platform today will support you with listing? Legally does that for you. All other ones don't. On which of the platform can you find zero sellers commission? All these other three platforms charge you some commission for selling your products on their platform. But Legally doesn't. It is free for you as a seller. Whatever the price you put in is what you get. So which other platform allows you to have partnership program? The partnership type of e-commerce we discussed. All these other three don't, but Legally allows you to do that. So depending on what you want to achieve, you can see from this board which is the best for you. So for you as affiliates, what you have done to these guys is that you have introduced them to Legally unconsciously. So based on all the features we provide, Legally is just the right platform to pick, right? So you go to the final slide here on this page where you're telling them, okay, look, based on all the information I've given you, as of this time, you should already know what type of e-commerce you're trying to go into. So in this kind of meeting, in this kind of webinar, what I would do is I would ask you at this point, which of you want to do B2B? Which of you are interested in automated drop shipping? Which of you want to do traditional drop shipping? And which of you want to find out more about sales partnership? Please drop your names and your number, and in front of it, put in brackets in the chat which type of drop shipping, which type of e-commerce you want to do. So you all will agree that at this point, you in this meeting, you kind of understand a bit more what e-commerce is really about. So in this meeting, let's say out of 10 of them, 2 people are interested in B2B, they put their numbers down. Those people automatically becomes your seller, right? They will list under you, so you support them to list as sellers. So you're going to contact them after the training and say, okay, look, you said you, you do have products that you do want to sell, right? And I'm going to support you with the listing. And then you would ask people who want to do the traditional ones. So you have people you want to get their products and sell. So you want to be a seller too, but you want to be getting products from people. I'm going to support you on how to list your product on Legally. I'm going to show you. But if you're interested in sales partnership, right, there is more to learn. And the most important part of sales partnership is that while you're making money on the sales of other people you introduce, you can also sell. So you can combine the three above in addition to you making profit on what other people are selling to what you have people you have introduced. And I will show you how that works. So, and for those who are only interested in just selling their products or just drop shipping, at this point, since you've left your contacts, I will contact you and I'm going to do a one-on-one with you on how you can use Legally to list your products for free and sell for free. But if you really want to find out more about sales partnership, then you keep them in that meeting. So what do we do at this point? I'm going to bring up the Legally slide. I think 1 second. So what I'm trying to just do is just get the what's this? Get the slide opened. Mm, I'm not sure why it's taking so long to load. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Something is wrong. I'm able to open the referral.
I hope all is good, Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm trying to open the file, but it's not opening. So the last version that was shared with me, for some reason, it's not opening. Just give me a second. Let me try another one. Gabriel, please, can you share your screen instead? Gabriel.
I am trying to, I'm also trying to open it from here. I want to try present for you if I am able to open it.
You're unable to open the file?
It's open now. I'm trying. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Are you able to share, please? For some
Hello?
reason, my
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Gabriel. Okay. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll join this meeting on my phone, and I'll try to share from my phone.
I think I am opening the old one. Late presentation.
I do have the new one. 1 second, let me join from my phone. I apologize for this.
Just move the one.
Okay, please, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it is fine.
Okay, apologies for that. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, so what I was trying to say earlier is that so you have introduced them to that, and they are now interested and curious to know what the sales partnership is all about, right? So these are guys who believe it works for them. They don't have too much time. They can't be coordinating logistics and doing all of these things. It's too much hassle. So you bring them here and then you show them what Legal is about. They already know that Legal is another e-commerce platform like some of the other ones that do exist, where you can sell your products and your services, right? And then you want to tell them what makes us unique. Why is the sales partnership program of Legally, different from anything else that they know. So first of all, it is not it's not sharing of links where you have products and you share link and do ads online and so on. It's not what it is. It's not get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick program. It's not binary. It's not bring two people to end. It's not that. It is what we're doing rather is we're giving opportunities to young people, to people to have a stake in any business of your choice. So if you are interested in any type of business, this is the opportunity for you. So normally it is a closed niche. These businesses exist already. It's impossible for you to have a stake in it. But with Legally, you can, because all you need to do is introduce them to the platform, help them list, support them. And by the way, just for information, the Legally management portal, where you as an affiliate can manage on behalf of the sellers who bring, is going to be live this month, right? This week, right? So you have all of these features on the app that helps you to support the businesses that you have a stake in, right? And what kind of businesses can you refer? Any kind of business, whether it's service or products, it's market, it's makeup, engineering, construction, it doesn't matter whether it's delivery of services or products, you can introduce them to come and sell their services on Legally. So how easy? Most people in that meeting will be thinking, oh, it must be quite difficult to get sellers to come sell on Legally. But trust me, it is easy. There is nobody who sells products that is not looking for avenue to sell more. So even if you sell a lot, you always want to increase your sales. That's why you always have good things in almost any company you go to, right? The platform is free. They are not paying anything to join. It doesn't take anything out of them, right? We also will support them with the listing, so they don't have to bother to say, okay, I want to learn how it's working, blah, blah, blah. There is no need. You can just get their information, so their name, their phone number, the products they have, their email, and you send it to our team, and the team will help you list them, right? So they also have the possibility, unlike on any other platform, Legally is the one platform where they are sellers, they don't lose anything. So other platforms will charge them 10 to 20% for selling on their platform. Legally does it for free. We don't charge the seller, the buyer is the person we charge, right? So, and in addition, just to make it clear to them, if they list a product for 100K, on many platforms, when people list their products, they are not sure how much they will get. So many times they run at a loss. But for us, it is super clear. If you list for 100K, 100K is what you get. So, and they don't need to be like advertising and paying, which advertising is the most expensive part of selling, right? They don't need to do it. Legally does it for them, right? So for all of these reasons, anybody who is interested in selling their products would easily listen to you and allow you list them on a platform, because it doesn't cost them anything. There's no effort even needed, right? So the question then that most of them will be asking you at this point, since you started talking to them about sales partnership, they are thinking, okay, wait, how much am I going to be able to earn in a month? You know, but it is not, there is no limit, there is no target, there is nothing. It is up to you. So how much effort you put, what you do is what determines what you get. So you have to be strategic, know the right businesses that would sell, what sectors, the artisans in which sectors would sell. So if you introduce them to the platform, that's all you need to do, right? And then you start making money. So let us take a typical example. Let's take construction as an example, right? Most people here know a little bit about construction business. So let's say you're thinking, okay, people that do services in construction, what kind of people can I bring? You have surveyors, quantity surveyors, artisans, civil engineers, structural engineers, site engineers, project managers, bricklayers, interior decorators, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, even realtors you can introduce. Okay. Then in terms of suppliers in the construction sector, You have people who sell cement, people who sell roofing materials, rods, plumbing materials, electrical materials, finishing for homes, um, and so on and so forth. Are people you can introduce to sell their products on legally, right? They bring it on there, legally does the marketing. And at this point, I'm sure, okay, yes, we can bring all these people, but put it in numbers for us. How much do we get, right? So this is an example of what you expected to get as an example, right? So we're saying, look, you as an individual, if you're able to bring 10 sellers and you say, okay, I'm retiring, I brought 10 sellers, I don't want to bring more, right? And you say, okay, look, I want to bring 10 affiliates too. So I'm bringing 10 sellers, I'm bringing 10 affiliates. You know that in construction sector, when a construction person sells, a supplier, they don't sell 2 million, they sell more in a month. But we have used 2 million as an example. So let's say all 10 sellers you brought, you do only 2 million a month, right? And then the 10 affiliates or the 10 sales partners you brought, right? They have introduced only 3 sellers. So they are not as good as you. You are a very good marketer or salesperson. These guys are not as good as you. They only brought 3 people. And those 3 people they bring also do 2 million a month, which we know that in most construction sector, that is not so much money. Okay. Now, this is an example of what we believe that you can, what we know you will get in such a scenario. So you have 10 sellers that do 2 million a month, that's 20 million. You get directly 3% of it, that's 600K for that month. And this is not just for this month, it's going to continue every other month where they sell the same quantity or more. It doesn't matter what they sell, you will still get this 3%. But this is just the example. Now, from the people that are under you that brought in 3 sellers each person doing 2 million a month, that is 10 times 3 times 2 million. And you're getting 2% of that. So this is 60 million, 2% of 60 million, right? Yes. That's 2% of 60 million is 1.2 million, right? So when you sum it up, it gives you 1.8 million in a month. We have not calculated the commissions you made from referring these affiliates. We did not calculate it because that is a 1 month thing, one time thing. So you get that once every 3 months, once every 6 months, or once every year, right? But this is the constant income you make from the sellers that you bring on the platform that are selling their products, right? So at this point, I'm sure that these guys are like, okay, wow, this is great. So how do I do it? How do I join this? So at this point, we recommend that you share your link with them. So look, I want to show you the step by step on how to make it. We're not just this platform that will just come and tell you, okay, this is what to do, this is that. I'm going to show you how. So if you have not left your number in this chat, leave your number now and let me share the link on how to access the platform that gives you the possibility to make this kind of money. So for those of you who will be doing the trainings, people will drop their numbers in the chat and then you can share your link with them, right? When you share your link with them, we give you another 10 minutes for you to support them. So people that are having issues, okay, they're asking you questions. How am I going to, what do I put? What do I, just let them ask you the question. You show them, you can share your screen at this point from your phone and show them what they should be doing, right? So you click on the link, you say, okay, fill in your name, fill in your submit it. Now, at this point, I'm going to show you how the app works, where you would see your money, all your income, all the sellers you have introduced and how it works. So I recommend you download the app. So please take a few minutes to download the app and let us continue. So they will do that while these 5 to 10 minutes is going through, you're talking to them and supporting them on the registration. So upon doing this, right, once they have registered, they become prospects. So you're congratulating them that they've taken the first step to making the money they are envisaging to make, right? So you congratulate them and you show them what the journey is. So what is the journey like? The first level is level 0, where they have registered and they now have the app on their phone and they are now prospects. So they are now positioned to start making money. So the next step is to say, look, I'm going to show you how to actually start getting the people to join. Now click on your phone, you're showing them, go to refer a friend, test the app, click on it and refer 5 people. 5 people you think that are, and send this link to 5 people. 5 people you think that will be interested in this. Right there and then, these guys will click on the link and share it to 5 people, right? So the question at that point is, look, now that you have the 5 people, you have seen how it works. That's how easy it is for you to refer people. Now the thing is, before these 5 people join, or before everybody you have referred this thing to join, it's better that you become a partner. Move from prospect to a real partner. And the subscription is from 10,000 naira. You can subscribe and become a member. And once you do, anybody that joins your sales partnership through your sales partnership referral, you get 20% of what they join. And from this point where you've joined, the sellers that you are referring, as they sell, you get 3% commission from the sellers you have referred. So at this point now, nobody has joined as a sales partner under you, right? But once you've completed your onboarding and people start joining under you, you become a level 2 sales partner. At this point, you make 22% of referrals for sales partners, and then up to 5% in commission, right? And then it goes as far as 30% for referral from level 3 to level 10, right? So you can talk to them about this and then you move on. So now that you have joined, I'm sure some of you are thinking, okay, how am I going to then start bringing this? So when I exhaust my WhatsApp list, when I exhaust my Facebook, when I exhaust the people around me, what am I then going to do to be able to bring on people? So this is how you do it. You do work mouth by mouth. You can go to people, talk to people about it, talk to sellers, tell them how you're going to support them, how you're going to introduce them to the platform that without stress, without payment, without anything, and you're going to do all the effort for them. Tell them about the partnership program and so on and so forth. So via word of mouth, right? You highlight the benefits to the seller, what is unique about our sales partnership program. If you are talking to a sales partner, what is unique about legally, you introduce that to them, right? So once you've done that, that is one option. The second option is digital marketing. So you can do videos. For example, you can do a video and post on your social media saying, the way the economy is, you know that people are really looking for some kind of passive income, right? And many people have done multiple trainings on e-commerce, but they don't get it. But you're just going to do one simple training for free and help them set up e-commerce. So you're going to teach them how to go from beginner to expert on e-commerce for free. Nobody has to pay anything. You put the link, you can contact our sales team, they can support you in getting some of these things done. And then you can do your campaign, invite people to webinars like this one, and introduce them to the app and the platform. So introduce them to e-commerce, help them identify the type of e-commerce they want to do, support them with sales partnership or listing, and then you're good to go, right? And then there are, so when you do that, eventually you have events or webinars, so it can be physical or you do it on the web. And these are the options that you could use to get people on board, right? So once you understand these things, and there is no stopping you on achieving what you want to achieve on the platform. People make millions in e-commerce, and we have a solution that doesn't cost time, that doesn't require capital, and you're going to share this with them for free. So at this point, I'm sure some of them will have questions, and this is when we take the questions and we end the meeting. So this is the new concept that we have come up with, which we believe is more interactive. Of course, I'm taking it as though, of course, I'm telling you how we believe you should execute it. And but in real life, when you're executing this in a webinar, this is absolutely interactive. We've put in there moments where you need to take a break, when you should take action, and so on and so forth. So this is the new concept, and this is what we decided to share with you guys today, right? I'm sorry for the technical issue in between. But if you do have any questions, or you have suggestions, and there are things you believe we should do, or you just have an opinion, please, this is the time to air it, and let's discuss the new concept and decide on the way forward. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Caleb.
You're welcome, sir.
Honestly, this is a wonderful concept. I give kudos to all the team that have worked so hard to bring this. This is just too good. It's simple and it's good. I appreciate you all. Okay, during your presentation, I saw where you listed other platforms like Jumia, Gigi, Konga, all the rest, and Legally. I
Correct.
just want to think of, is there no legal implication on that? As in mentioning their names on our platform like this. If there is, I would have loved to suggest that we have two columns like orders and legally. So where you now have those items, you itemize there, orders 0, legally good, orders this, legally this, so that we don't have some issues. That is just what I just want to bring up here. Thank you.
Okay, so if you notice that that slide is not a legally slide, did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Okay, it is not a legally slide. This is the slide. Hold on. So, 1 second. Okay, so this slide, what we were suggesting to you. So you are an e-commerce expert, right? So as an e-commerce expert, you're saying online that you are an e-commerce expert. You're trying to teach people e-commerce. So obviously you've done your research, right? You've done your work. You've done your groundwork. You had some experience in the sector already. So if you noticed, these are not legally slides. These are from experts, people, someone who has done e-commerce before, who has tried multiple platforms, who have seen what is obtainable in each of the platforms, right? So that's what you are. So you know that these are things that you need if you want to move forward in e-commerce. These are some of the things that you would need, right? So it is you who have checked and seen that there are these are the pros and cons of using some of these platforms, and you believe as an expert that these are crucial things that you should consider. So it is up to the person. You're not saying it's a must that they have to use legally, but you're saying to them, look, these are some things you think that they should consider, and if they want to follow your suggestion, in your opinion, I think it makes more sense for a seller to use legally, right? So this slide is created, of course, such that you can use them, but it's created in the such that it is done from somebody who has experienced the different markets and seen what is available out there, and you're just showing people what is obtainable. But if you guys believe that we should put orders, and then one could do that, right? I do not know if anyone else has an opinion on this, and let's really discuss it. Are you guys there?
Yeah, hello. I think for me, I think that shouldn't be an issue. one because just like you explained, that slide does not contain our branding or does not contain Legally's logo, or it does not really have anything to do directly with Legally, right? So an average Joe can also use that and present, and you can talk on or talk about any platform that you have really tried out or that that you have experienced over couple of years or time. So I think that shouldn't.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sylvester, I think, for example, if you go on Facebook, you see videos where somebody will say, if you want to do video editing, Final Cut or Adobe Adobe, whatever it's called, does it with a charge. But you could use this other platform, for example, that does it for free, right? And if you want, you get, so it is done. You're not saying anything bad about them. You're just highlighting features that one has and the other doesn't. So it just gives you an idea of what is in the market. So you can still decide that, okay, you want to go and buy and sell on Jumia. It's your choice. You've already explained to them that, okay, they need to find a platform. You have not compelled them to use one. You're just saying these are the ones that are there. So if you want to follow my ideology and what I believe, and then you can stay and I will support you. But if you do not agree, then of course it's up to you. You know how to download Jumia, you know how to use any of these other platforms and do that.
Okay, actually, why I brought this up is, if you are doing, because of my years of experience, if we are presenting, we try as much as possible to not to refer to the other person, because it's like you are marketing yourself and demarketing the other one. Like if you are looking at adverts of soft drinks, you see, nobody will want to promote Coca-Cola and say Pepsi is contains sugar more than Coca-Cola. You only say that Coke is better off than the other soft drinks. But I don't think anybody will now mention that Pepsi is not good or Pepsi has this quality and always better than Pepsi. So that is just my own concern.